because of I don't know. Yeah, you're not moving at all. Mm.
Let me join again, okay?
Okay.
Can you send me the invite again? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on. Let me see. Denver. Okay. Yeah. Yay! Yun na.
Sorry, sorry about that. Ah, Philippines, so what do you expect?
Yeah. Anyway, I understand. Hey,
Hmm.
can you see what's on my background?
Of course,
Yeah,
it's my
it's your favorite.
Diana.
Yeah, it's your favorite. I got that during the premiere. I won the premiere show here in Dubai, so they
Oh,
were handing, yeah, they were handing some posters. Yeah.
okay, and what else are the posters behind you? I see Gambit. I
Yeah,
see
you see Gambit.
X-Men.
You see, yeah.
Of course, you're just being
X-Men.
biased.
Yeah. Of
I see
course.
Wolverine.
I I
No,
I, I
G.
placed your Wonder Woman. Yeah. Anyway, I can't remember when we started talking or become toy friends. I'm not really sure. I'm
I
not
can barely
sure.
remember. 8 years,
Mm.
5 years or more. I don't know. I forgot.
I forgot to go to our chat messages because that's
Mhm.
also one way to check when we start, communicating. But
Right, right,
anyway,
right.
thank you so much for your time and try to
Thank
get to
you
know more each
for
other.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I know
As you
you
can see,
prepared the question, so I prepared
yeah.
also. So let's start.
And, yep. And as you can see, guys, Denver. Just a fun fact. He's a very. I mean, he has a massive, massive collection of toys. As you can see on his background, it it's assortment of. Um,
Action
yeah. Can you
figures.
continue, Denver? I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
I have an assortment of action figures. So I'm not into statues or even Funko Pops. So I love moving things. I love to articulate my action figure, so to speak. So yeah, I have DC, Marvel, um, Transformers, and G.I. Joe, so to speak. So
Yeah.
those are the four. And of course, He-Man and She-Ra. So I have those five.
Yeah.
I have to include Thundercats also. So
Yeah. I think recently you you completed your Thundercats collection, correct?
yeah, um, the main line, the main character. So I'm I'm waiting for the Silverhawks to go. I think by October, I believe it's that Super Seven is going to release those figures by October. So yeah, looking forward.
Did you say Super Seven? Silver? Oh no, sorry, Silver
Super
Hawks,
Seven.
right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Silverhawks by
but
Super Seven. So yeah, and they
okay.
the target is around October. Yeah.
This year, yeah.
Yep, this year. So good luck on my finances. So wish me well.
Yeah, I know. I know you have all the means to buy all those things.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay. Skeletons collectible said hi. Hey, hey, bro. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh,
Yeah,
hello.
another fun fact about Denver was that he introduced me to collecting hot toys.
Really?
He, yeah, you did, you did. Remember, remember,
Oh.
remember, you were saying that I should get hot toys, and
Hmm.
my first hot toys was the BVS Superman.
Superman BVS. Yeah, I still have them.
So, so if I am broke today, it's because you're one of the reasons.
I'm
So
sorry about
yeah,
that.
I blame you for that. I blame you for that. Okay. Yeah, that's one fun fact. And can you tell me when did you start collecting?
So when did I start collecting? So back in
Yeah.
2000. 22 years ago, I believe. So when my parents migrated to the US, so I was left alone here in the Philippines, and I was all alone. In order to cope up with that depression, I went to this mall, and then I saw this action figure on sale. I think it's the He-Man 200X from
Okay.
Mattel. So I grabbed one figure, I played with it, and wow, wow, wow! There's some sort of satisfaction in getting that action figure, and the rest is history. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
look
in
at your collection.
2000.
2000, so that is like 2000,
22,
which is 22 years.
yeah,
Wow.
22 years, yes.
Wow.
And they're still there. Yeah, I'm having problems with my space now, but yeah, I'm still enjoying it.
I,
Hmm.
I remember telling you this and asking you about it.
Hmm.
So how much does your collection, I mean, what's the total cost? Do you have any?
No, I don't have any idea. I don't even count the numbers. I don't even
Oh, really?
count the sum or the amount itself. But it's just a personal satisfaction that I'm playing with it and I'm enjoying what I see, what I collect, and what I see in my cabinet. So to speak. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to ask you what was your first action figure, but you mentioned it was He-Man, correct?
He-Man, yeah, I forget his name. I think it's General Ratlor. So the articulation is very limited, but they that figure has a gimmick wherein if you're going to press a button at the back, his
Mhm.
head will pop up. So I can't find it actually. So sorry about that. So it's
I
my
remember
action figures.
that. Yeah, I
Hmm.
remember that toy mechanism wherein you press on something and something will pop or something will,
Yeah, yeah,
I
something that.
remember.
Uh, mhm. That's back
Yeah,
in the
go ahead. Sorry.
80s. Yeah. Yeah, that's back in the
Yeah.
80s wherein some of those figures are really designed for kids, something to play
Yeah.
with. So they put this kind of gimmicks around them.
I saw that with Ghostbusters.
Ah,
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Action
Yeah.
figures. Remember that?
Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
right. I remember that, yes. And good thing that they Hasbro released some sort of that Ghostbusters line, the new line, and still
Exactly.
maintain that gimmickry. So yeah, childhood days.
Yeah. Okay. I actually know the answer, but I had to ask, what is your latest figure?
Latest figure there, Black Adam. Let me pull that. So,
Black Adam, yeah, already?
yeah, so this is very hard to find here in the Philippines. I don't know the allocation per box, so it's very
Oh,
limited somehow. But yeah, I just got it in Toy Kingdom. There's the price. I haven't played it yet, so yeah, looking forward to open it later.
yeah, guys. So maybe he can do an unboxing for us today.
Do you want me to?
Or maybe not.
Uh,
Yeah.
Later, perhaps. I know we have lots of topic to discuss, but yeah. Oh, he got
Yeah.
his too. Bearded
Anyway,
Kryptonian. Just wait for it. Okay.
Floyd said hi. Yeah. 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 Bearded Kryptonian, he said he got his and he's just waiting for. Bearded Kryptonian is also one of the DC
DC
fanboys.
fan. Wow.
No, sorry about that.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any character line that you wish toy makers would make in the future? Do you have any?
Two. Yes, I have two. First
Very.
is Visionaries, and second is Bionic Six. You
Oh, I
familiar with
remember
that?
Visionaries. That's my favorite, Visionaries.
Yes,
That's one
and
of my
I
favorites.
think Hasbro has already started creating or introducing that first I think 3.75-inch figure, the Yorick. How I wish that they will be continued by Hasbro, on a 6-inch scale. So looking forward for it. As for Bionic Six, no updates yet. Which toy maker
Oh,
is
okay.
going to produce that? But yeah, if you're a fan of Bionic Six, message me. So I love that. I love that
Yeah.
series.
Bionic Six, I'll have to research again because
Mm,
it doesn't ring a bell. But I thought I'm sure I saw that Bionic Six.
yeah. So it's like a how do you call this? It's more of a family cartoon series. Then they have this. They turn into bionic
Hmm.
people, and they fight the evil guys. But yeah, it's a good
Okay.
cartoon series. Yeah. Back in the 80s.
Okay. And then another fun fact about my friend Denver here is that he has an insane collection of Wonder Woman figures. I mean, looking at Hot Toys alone, he has, I don't know, I think all of the variants of Wonder Woman. So it's crazy.
Like
It's crazy.
it's fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got too crazy about Gal Gadot's version of Wonder Woman. Well, perhaps it's her first time to be in a movie, and then that really sparked my interest with the character. So I've been a following of Linda Carter's series, but then again, it's Gal Gadot's first um version in the movie. So yeah, everything's really so a history.
Okay, so I'd personally like to know if you have, I mean, amongst your Hot Toys Wonder Woman, which one will you save?
Ah, the most
Yeah,
expensive one. The Golden Eagle. The
yeah,
Golden
the
Eagle
Golden Eagle.
bitch. Oops.
Yeah, woo!
The Golden Eagle, Diana. So yeah. I love the
I'm good.
chrome, the colors and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm very envious. I also like. I do have one, but it's the Mattel version and it's cheap, so I'm not gonna show
It's
you that.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I asked you about that, and do you have? I mean, have you encountered any problems in terms of toy collecting? Is there any problems that you encountered?
Problems.
Because
Yeah, I
yeah,
mhm.
because I think Philippines is very abundant with toys. It's like it's easy
It
to
is.
buy
And
toys in the Philippines. Yeah.
the industry is really getting stronger for the toy industry. For my problems, first is this exclusivity features of some toy makers are giving. So it's very limited. Let's say, for example, I forgot. Let's say GI Joe classified Dr. Mindbender. So it's an SDSCC exclusive. So how am I going to get that? Right. So that's one
That's
of the
true.
major problems that I have. Yes, and
For the yeah,
the
like for
exclusive, the
yeah,
convention
SDCC, yeah,
exclusive, yeah, figure. So that's one of
the
the problems. And
exclusives, yeah, the exclusives, yeah.
yeah, and it's so frustrating that I really want this figure bad, so bad, but unfortunately it needs to be purchased there. So that's one. And second, I think it's the space. That's one of the
Ah,
problems.
yeah.
I no longer have space, so that's why I'm limiting myself to a specific line, and I have to, streamline my collection, so to speak.
Yeah,
Uh, what else? Um,
that's a
the
good point. That's a good.
hoarders. Yeah, that's a good. The hoarders, especially if they
Ah,
find, yeah, this figure, especially if it's going to be released on a retail, and they hoard this hard to find figure. So that's really frustrating on my end.
okay.
Does it
In the
happen
Philippines,
there in Dubai?
no, it doesn't really happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so pricey. But the ones being sold here in Dubai are the ones that are popular. You know, it's
Oh,
the if it's in a movie, definitely
mm-hmm.
we get those. But the ones that are more, let's say, collector-ish
Yeah.
action figures, we don't find it here. We don't find it here.
At least what's the good about that is like your how do you call this? How do you speak butao or something that is shelf, whatever. At least there's no butaw in our shelves. They do some market research on what is popular and what is not on Dubai.
Okay.
At least, yeah,
Uh,
the market is
yeah.
targeted. Unlike in
Yeah.
here, they bring a lot of toys, then you see a lot of markdowns 3 months down the line, and yeah,
Okay.
such loss on. I don't know.
But that
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing for collectors, right? They can still find it.
Um.
I mean, if you like it,
Yeah.
or I think
Yeah.
depends. It depends on with what action figure
Right.
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's there are pros and cons. At least pros, it's more of it's affordable, right? The cons
Oh
is
yeah.
yeah, the cons,
Okay.
yeah, shell warmers, so to speak. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Peg warmers, as they say.
Peg warmers.
Um,
There you go.
I know you travel as well, correct?
I do. I do.
So so
But
in
not
your
lately.
travels, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you were traveling, do you make sure that you get or to buy a toy from that place you visit?
Yes, at least one or two. I have to the a part of my, especially if I travel in the US, I have to make an itinerary that I have to drop by Toys R Us. So at least roam around and look for an action figure that I like, then get and go home and proceed with my next itinerary. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you do that
Okay.
too?
Say again. Sorry.
Do you do that too when you travel?
Yeah, yeah. I do that, and I save one. I save one luggage for toys actually.
Luggage. One
Mm.
luggage talaga.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But the
Good for
small
you.
luggage, not the big luggage, but just the small one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I have one question that I really wanted to ask for you. Is there any future plans for you, or I mean, are you slowing down in the future in terms of toy collecting, or you just
Um,
wanted to expand, buy some more?
so again, I've mentioned earlier that I'm having problems now with space. So I'm I'm thinking of really downsizing the old ones that I don't like. Not really don't like that I no longer need, right? So that's my one of my plans. Perhaps next year. Will I be open to accepting or getting new lines? Perhaps, especially that now that Silverhawks is coming. I'm not sure what plans the Super 7 have in their pipeline. I know hopefully they think of releasing the other one. I forgot Tiger Shark. So if they are going to open that, why not? You know, but I'm
Those are
already
80s,
focused.
correct?
80s, yes,
Those are 80s. Yeah.
late 80s cartoons that how do you call this? The Trinity, Thundercats, Silverhawks, and Tiger Sharks. So Silverhawks is already on November, so Tiger Sharks hopefully by next year. Um, yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, those are my future plans. So downsizing and yeah, really focusing on what I really need and what I like.
Okay.
No,
I don't.
no more impulse buy.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-mm.
No more impulse buying. Um, okay, so I would like to ask you as well. What or who got? Oh, no, no. So you explained to me that you started buying toys, as your means to cope up because your
Yeah.
parents migrated to the US. So
Mm-hmm.
so you bought toys just to make you happy. I guess.
Yeah, make me
Yeah,
happy and make me busy, actually.
and
So
make you busy. Yeah.
yeah, make me busy because I'm also into photography. Back in the time that I have so much time, I like to, take shots, take photos, then,
Yeah.
try to
You
post it
don't
and
do
share it.
that anymore, do you?
No more time, actually.
You,
I
you
have,
no more time.
yeah,
Okay.
no more time, actually. Yeah. But
Yeah.
given that, mhm.
Since you touched on toy photography, so what is your let's say inspiration or your concept? Do you recreate some scenes from the movies, or you just make
Yeah.
you just try to be creative and create your own?
Yeah, I just want to be
And then
creative. I just want to, yeah, I just want to explore my imagination and build it, you know, in a world that I think that, hey, this is good. This is,
yeah.
this makes me happy. Yeah. And sometimes
Do you,
yeah, sometimes I recreate some scenes from the movie, but it's so hard to really replicate
yeah.
the diorama and stuff. So yeah,
Do
I'll
you do
pass on
you
those.
do you make use of dioramas? Do you make them as well? Have
No,
you
I'm not
tried?
creative. I tried, but it's not working out. I'm not really that creative. Uh, building stuff and stuff. So yeah, I really can't. Um, yeah, diorama. I've tried looking into ones being sold online, but no
Yeah.
luck. Yeah. Have you?
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Before you, sorry, say again.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen in your profile that you've created some dioramas before. So yeah,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have asked.
Well, but it's just it's simple dioramas, just brick walls, and then sometimes I wanted to change the color of the brick walls, and then so I repaint them, but nothing really special. It's hard because even here in Dubai, we don't have the proper materials like for the
Mm-hmm.
foam boards. Instead of
Mm-hmm.
foam boards, they sell styrofoam, which is, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, styrofoam is not a
Yeah.
good material to because they sort of like flake when you try to
Mm-hmm.
slice them. Yeah,
I see.
it's different. Yeah. So
Okay.
in when you are buying your toys, do you watch some toy reviews first before you buy them, or if you like the figure,
Yeah,
you just buy it?
it really depends. If I really like the figure, I'll just buy it in a whim. But if I'm on the fence of getting it, I'll try to, I'll review three or four
Yeah.
reviews first before getting it. I just want to maximize my um how do you call this, my purchase for that figure. But yeah, do you?
Okay. Um. Yeah. I watch some toy reviews first,
Hmm.
especially for the Hasbro ones.
Hasbro. So you have
Yeah, but
issues with Hasbro, right?
yeah, if it's Hasbro, I try to watch first the reviews because
Correct.
it's. I mean, most of the toy reviewers actually, um, use Marvel Legends or the Hasbro toys in their reviews. So I do that. But if
Mm-hmm.
I really like the figure, yeah, I pre-order them. I mean, there's no doubt of getting them. It's no question. It's like one click, I buy it. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name five toy makers that you really enjoy, that you really like?
Yeah. Five toy makers. Okay, so I have a list here. First, definitely is Hasbro. Okay, so first,
Hasbro.
why
Oh,
Hasbro?
for your
So
GI Joes.
G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Marvel Legends.
For your
It's
GI
all in
Joes.
there. Yeah, I have the classifieds, and it's affordable and it's accessible here in the Philippines, so that's why. Second, it's getting up there, McFarlane. So the prices are very competitive with the Marvel Legends. So honestly, it's more cheaper than
I
the
think
Marvel
cheaper.
Legends. It
Yeah, it
is
is
cheaper,
cheaper. Even
and
here is yeah,
yeah,
even
it's
here.
cheaper, and surprisingly, it's so cheaper. And the releases are, he's getting crazy. Todd is really getting crazy. Push more figures to the collector. So
Yeah.
let's acknowledge that. Third,
J- Jade Spacey said woohoo. Woohoo.
hello. The third would be Mattel and Super Seven because of the He-Man and the She-Ra collections that I have, and Super
Okay.
Sevens because of the 80s cartoons that they're really targeting. Thundercats, Silverhawks, and hopefully Tiger
Mm.
Sharks. The fourth one would be Hot Toys. Definitely, I know it's expensive, it's very
Yay.
exclusive, but it's really premium. But you're getting the bang of
Yeah.
getting the the how do you call this? The aesthetics of the figure and the movie itself. And lastly
Yeah.
would be Mayfex. So
Oh,
Mayfex,
really?
I know you love
Do you
Mayfex.
have
I have
Mayfix?
few. I do. Most of my Justice League figures they are from Mayfex.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. But
They
you didn't get the
they what?
Hush Superman Batman, right? You didn't? Did you?
No, I did not. Ah, no. That's comic versions. I already
Ah,
start
okay. You didn't have that.
collecting Mayfex collection in Aquaman. So that's my last Mayfex.
Okay. But I noticed that Super 7 is more on the pricey side. That's also
Um,
my. That's why I'm
that's
a
holding
little
you
on the
back.
fence. Yeah, that's what holding me back in buying.
Yeah, around one figure they are how much is it? $50? Around 2,000 or 3,005 plus shipping is around 4,000 here in Manila. Expensive.
Oh,
It
do
is.
they sell Super 7 in Manila, right?
It's now being released by Phil Bars. Not really exclusive, but they have specific um toy line that they release in Phil Bars. Thundercats most especially. He-Man, I
Did you
think
get
they
your
have.
Did you get it from them? Your Super Sevens?
No.
Yeah, you
The
buy
Super
exclusives,
7,
right?
it's there. I buy directly from BBTS or Big Bad Toy Store. So I ship it. I ship them directly here in the Philippines. So
Okay,
if I'm going to
so yeah.
compare, yeah, comparing the prices, very much the same. But at least whenever Big Bad Toy Store releases the figures in the span of let's say in 1 week, it's already on my house. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. You know, I only bought one Hot Toys Woman from
Hmm.
BBTS. I think that's the only figure I bought from them. And
Really,
then
and the
everything
rest,
else, everything else
in the
I
bar.
get from some in Dubai for the Hot Toys, but
Hmm.
most of them, like I mentioned in the other lives, I got so many sources from Philippines, US, Singapore, Hong Kong, and even Malaysia.
Okay, and they ship it to you, or you ship it in, and they ship it in the Philippines. Then when you do your vacation, you just get these items. So,
Well, what I do is I have some friends there, and then
hmm.
I ask them to buy it for me, and then I
Okay,
have DHL pick it up in their place at their
DHL.
place.
Okay,
Yeah, DHL.
and they ship it to Dubai.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So DHL Dubai will contact maybe let's say DHL New York, and
Hmm.
then yeah, DHL New York will pick it up from a friend's place, and
Hmm.
then yeah, got it here.
How much is the cost? Is it pricey compared
For the
to let's
shipping,
say, yeah.
well, I have a secret, but it's no longer a secret. We get a really good discount with DHL.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because because I work with an airline. That's why. So that's one of the
Ah,
advantage of working
one of
with
your
an airline.
perks. Okay, good for you.
One of,
Good for
yeah,
you. That's
yeah,
why.
basically, yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Okay, what else?
I wish our the guys in our stream would ask question. I mean, hey guys, if you have any questions for Denver and myself, you can just hit the question mark button, and then yeah, we'll try to answer your questions if you have any.
Mhm.
Okay. What else? What else? What else? Okay. Yeah. I wanted. I'm going to be basically ask this to all my guests in the future.
Mhm.
So the
Okay.
question is that, what is your takeaway from this whole experience? And perhaps maybe you can talk about the toy community as well.
At least you're giving us a platform to really explain why. us collectors are, collecting perhaps. So it's you're paving the way
Denver,
of,
can sorry, can you say
yeah.
that again? You froze for a second.
Okay, at least you're giving this platform to really share some of the collectors, what's on our mind. Why did why did we collect? Why did we start going into this kind of hobby? So you're giving this platform, and we thank you for this, and looking forward for more collectors to share their insights on what they collect.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Yep. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
that's perhaps a big takeaway.
Yeah, yeah, and I'd just like to add that through the toy community, we
Mm-hmm.
sort of break barriers,
Mm-hmm.
if you may, and yeah, we gain more friends through toys, which is really
Yeah,
amazing. You get connections with different
connections.
places. So
Right,
yeah,
right,
it
right,
makes
right.
the world more friendly through toy. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay,
I
I
agree with
think
you.
did I ask all of my questions?
Not at all.
Yeah. So you said, did you answer if you had, if you are going to slow down in the future? I don't think you addressed that. Did you?
I did.
You
Because of
you
the
said no,
space.
right? Oh,
I
okay.
did. I did.
You did. I'm
Yeah,
sorry about
I
that.
did.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
already actually slowed down collecting Transformers lately. So,
Yeah, you're a big fan of
mhm.
Transformers as well.
Before, but it's now expensive. So I'm trying to really divide my purchases on something that I really like. Uh,
And
so yeah, I've shifted
yeah,
now to action figures, GI Joe and Marvel Legends and DC. That's why I
I,
slow down on Transformers.
yeah, Top Shelf Toys. He said, "Yeah, Mayfax. Love that
Hmm.
line." Yeah, man, that's true. That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll talk about it um in 2 hours. I think in 2 hours. Yeah, I have another live with Top Shelf Toys, so maybe
Wow.
you can, if you
Will
have
do,
time, you
will
can
do.
watch.
Okay, will do.
Yep. Denver. One more thing. Any advice that you can give to future collectors out there, or any from to people that are considering in toy collecting? Do you have any advice?
Actually, I have three. So I've listed in on my phone. So first is follow your heart. Which line do you love most? Okay. So have um, concentrate on which line because this is very expensive hobby, so to speak.
Yep, it
Okay. So
is. It is.
second, assess yourself. Um, if you're going to keep it or just sell it. So I know there's a lot of collectors that are MISB.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
just
That's
they
true.
just like in the box and they just don't play with it. And if you're going to ask them, well, I just want to keep it that way and I'll sell it in the future. So gauge on that factor. And lastly, live by your means. Okay, so
That's
why I'm
yeah,
saying that because
yeah.
this is a very expensive hobby. So
The
um,
rabbit hole. Yeah.
it's a rabbit hole. That's why, yeah, you have to live by your means. If you no longer have budget, stop. Then perhaps recuperate and recharge on the next month or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Don't get into the hobby just to perhaps maybe jeopardize your ability to buy, I mean,
And
food
yeah,
for yourself. Never,
yeah,
never do
agreed,
that.
agreed. Yeah.
Okay. R. Lebo 14 said a friend of mine is a fan of Transformers.
You
Yeah.
never knew until you walk in a comic store. Really? How old is
Yeah, I
our
never
friend?
knew until we went to a comic store. Ah, okay. Ah,
Transformers.
okay. Those are good advice from you.
Hmm.
Which is yeah, things to really consider before getting into the hobby because it's a very expensive hobby. It's no
And it's
joke, to
very
be honest.
addicting. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
it's
it's
very
very
addicting.
addicting. That's true. That's true.
Hmm.
Okay. Hey Denver, do you have any questions for me?
Um, None. But thank you for this opportunity. Yeah, so I have I, I woke up around 7 a.m. here in Manila to really prepare and clean my stuff and organize things.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Since you
after
did
this,
that,
I'll sleep. Hmm.
well, we can. I can actually tell if your shelf is dirty. So yeah, maybe you want to show your collection. Room tour. How
I
about a
know.
room tour?
No way. Well, uh, here.
Come
Okay,
on,
so
just
we
find your
have.
collection. Oh wow.
Okay, so we have here Diana. Then we have Hawkman. Oops, can see Hawkman from Black Adam. So this is a new purchase.
Oh, that's McFarlane, right?
Ah, that's McFarlane. Yes, yes. There
Hawkman,
we
yeah.
go.
Oh, I'd
Uh,
like to ask you about that because I'm considering buying the Hawkman. Is it nice?
it is nice. It is nice. It's so big. Unfortunately, the wings it's not really that articulated. So
But is it hard or I thought someone said it was soft. I mean, it's like
which let me pull that. Uh, this one. Okay. Whoops. Which is soft.
oh, I mean the whatever is on his head. That's
Ah, this
soft,
is
right?
soft. That
Yeah, yeah,
it's
okay.
soft.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's soft.
Okay.
That's why. But the wings, it's just like that. You can't do anything. You can't flip it backwards. It's just like oops,
Okay.
and he
Oh,
fell.
never drop a toy.
So I have the Thundercats. So it's already
Yeah.
complete. I'm not sure if you can see it. Um,
Yeah, we can see.
down
Yeah.
down below. I'm not sure if you can
Is
see
that Willy
my.
Cat and Willy Kid? Correct?
Yes, that's from Mattel. Can you see
Wow.
it? Yeah, Mattel.
Ah.
So
So what if Super 7 makes Willy Cat and Willy Kid? Are you going to buy them again?
no, 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 no. I need to be practical, so it's more expensive if I'm going to purchase. And I'm not keeping doubles. So yeah, again, my space is very limited now. So yeah, I don't like the doubles. And
Yeah, me
then
too. But I'm considering
mhm.
of getting some doubles,
I have doubles
especially
if I
for
really.
the Mayfix.
Oh, really? The
Yeah, for
Mayflex.
the Mayfix, I think I want to consider. I mean, I'm considering of buying doubles, but we'll see.
Hmm. Yeah. The only
Hey,
doubles I have
Denver,
are Marvel Legends. Yeah.
Mark, you missed on Diana.
Diane is already there. You can see a lot of that's mostly on
Yeah,
the Justice League movie. The Zack Snyder stuff. So it's mostly there. Yeah. Outside
yeah,
most
amazing.
of my collections Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe.
Very nice, very nice. Where are your
Hmm.
GI Joes? Is it outside?
It's outside. It's dirty, so I can't. But I have my favorite
Ah,
G.I. Joe here. It's Baroness. So
Baroness. Yeah,
yeah,
Hasbro, correct?
she's it's Hasbro, the femme fatale, and is my all-time favorite GI Joe. Yeah, and I modified the boots. She's
Okay,
on stilettos. Yeah, love it.
okay.
Love this girl.
Since you mentioned that,
Hmm.
do you have any custom figures?
No, I'm not.
No, you
I'm
don't.
not. No, no, I don't have. This is the only costume that I have. I painted uh some of the linings gold, and that's it.
Okay,
But customizing, is really not my thing.
okay.
Mm.
So you don't buy any custom. I mean, from customizers, you don't. You don't.
Um, can Darna be a custom figure? Darna.
Uh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Darna. So
But
it's a
that's
local made.
unofficial one, right?
Yeah, it's an official. Oh yeah, I gets. But it's
Yeah.
not
That's not a custom. That's official.
oh okay. Yeah, but
Yeah.
for the
It's
custom,
like
no,
the
no, I don't
first
have.
Yeah, the first ever Filipino action figure. Yeah.
Yep. Hooray.
Okay. Do you do you watch any toy reviewers? If you do you remember who are those?
Yeah, I think back then it's Pixel Dan for the He-Man, the Motuk
Yeah, people then.
classics, yung Pixel Dan.
I like him.
I for the Transformers, it's MGO. I love MGO's
Hmm.
humor. And sometimes
Hmm.
it's Prime versus Prime. And lately for Marvel Legends, it's E. Rivera. Familiar with him? I follow him in
Yeah,
IG.
Rivera. Yeah.
E. Rivera. E. Rivera, yeah. And
Have
it's a
you watched Toy Galaxy? Any videos from Toy Galaxy?
not that familiar, but yeah, I can give me his YouTube and I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which toys does he review,
Yeah.
by the way?
Toy Galaxy is an amazing review.
Oh, okay.
He reviews from the recent ones that I watched, he doesn't review it, but he talks about toys. And he
Mm-hmm.
has this vintage collection of toys, like the old 80s toys. So
Okay.
he has, yeah. And the
Is
way
he
he
from
I
where
think
is he
from the
from?
US.
From the
He's from the
US. I
US.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll
The
take a
way
look at it.
he does his reviews or his YouTube videos is amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess I've asked everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did I miss anything?
No,
I don't
I
think.
guess yeah, I have your questions here, so I think yeah, I character line you wish
I think I did not
potential
ask you
inspiration.
this.
What? Which
Do
one?
you have any toy line that you wish you were collecting but you don't want to start? Is there any?
Ah, no, there is none.
Mm.
None that I can
For
think
me,
of
the
for
Super
now.
7. For me, Super 7,
Oh,
yeah, I didn't want to start that. But I really liked it. I really like it.
I see. Ah, I get your question now. Perhaps it's Mesco. I know you're a fan of
Oh, okay.
Mesco, but it's something's holding me back on the proportion of some of their figures. So
Yeah, that's true. The
yeah.
proportion. Yeah,
Hmm.
I remember one cable figure from Mesgo. It's very small. I mean, I
It's
think
very small.
Cyclops is even
He
taller.
looks yeah,
Yeah.
he looks stout, and I know the
Mm.
baggy clothes that they wear. So yeah, I think it's not working for me.
Yeah. Our Limbo 14 said the Shartimus Prime does reviews for the most storylines, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Shartimus
does.
Prime. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I
I think
agree.
actually Shartimus Prime is my go-to person before. Yeah.
I see. Shartimus Prime.
Hey,
Ah, okay.
Blake Griggs. We're good. How are you? Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, that's about
Okay.
it. I'm still playing my favorite Rhino.
Oh, that's your favorite, yeah?
For now, it's
Um,
because he's huge
which
and
one is
bulky. And
that's from Hasbro, correct?
yes, this is from Hasbro, the retro series in Spider-Man.
Okay. Which
It's
one is the
bulky.
small one?
That's from. I think it's from Hasbro. It's under Marvel Universe line. It's prior to the Marvel Legends. They released those smaller GI Joe scale figures from Marvel. Yeah, it's from
But those are
Hasbro.
not are those the 3.75 inches?
Yeah, it
The
is
375?
on that
Ah,
scale.
okay.
Yes, and glad that I still keep most of them. So,
I think
hello,
Blake is
Janine.
something.
Mary Jane
Uh,
Watson,
uh,
Spider-Man animated figures. Still missing that Mary Jane Watson.
yeah. Yeah, Blake.
Yeah, the
Yeah, he
VHS
also talked about the Marvel
figures.
Legends X-Men. Yeah.
I have them
Yeah,
outside.
I didn't get those, to be honest. Yeah, I saw that. I did get them, the VHS.
Why?
I mean,
Okay.
the selling point for me was the VHS boxes that they have that they came with.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
yeah, when they revealed Jean Grey, it was. totally let down. So I said, nah, come on, Hasbro.
Well, Jean Grey is really good on hand. I'm really enjoying her. I'm not fan of that um the ponytail one, but the big hair, the flowing hair, I think it's working for me. Even the
I mean, the
color,
VHS one?
it looks,
The
yeah,
VHS?
actually, yes.
You liked it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
surprisingly, I like it. Um,
Yeah.
People say that it's too orange the hair, but if you're going to look at the animated um series, there's a tinge of orange on that hair, and that's why
Okay.
it was made that way. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it actually.
even the
The
face paint,
face,
you like it.
yeah, it's tolerable. It's tolerable. It's yeah. Hopefully they could
Yeah.
improve it
Okay.
further.
Blake said, I already have Jubilee and Wolverine. Yeah, the VHS figures.
I still don't have Wolverine. Hopefully
Yeah, that's true.
Morph is yeah, Morph will be really soon.
Yeah, the VHS toys are hit or miss. Yeah, I agree. I
Mm.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, I have
For me,
here
I wish. Who is that? Can you show it again?
Shadow Weaver.
Yeah, that's your
You
favorite.
know, yeah, one of my favorite. I'm a fan of
Yeah,
witches and magic and stuff.
this is
So I
from
love her.
He-Man, right?
This is
From
from
He-Man?
Shira and yeah,
Oh,
Shira
Shira.
actually.
Okay.
And Super
Is it?
7 did a magnificent job on adding articulation to the figure. Mattel did one, but it's not really that awful. But this one is better for me.
So
Oh, he doesn't.
who made this?
This is
Who
from
made
Super
this?
7. Super 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
is.
new?
Look at no.
Is it new?
I think it. No, no, no. It's from 3 or 4 years ago, I believe. Or 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Super 7 did this amazing job on this Switch. Yeah, look at that.
Wow. For a second, I thought it was from Mattel.
No, Mattel has a very limited articulation, so I think it's better and it's more cheaper compared to the Mattel. Mattel's
Can you
month
move it closer
exclusive.
to? Can you move it closer to the camera?
There you go. Yeah,
Wow.
look at that. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought
It's true beauty.
because when we did our video, our collaboration video, it was in 2020. So probably you got that before.
Yeah. After I believe
So
this new one that
so maybe it's like
yeah
3 year old, 3 year old
yeah
figure.
it
Mm.
is, and Mattel is releasing the Masterverse one, so yeah they have um yeah Shadow Weaver is going to be released soon under the Masterverse line, so under
Yeah.
Mattel. So let's see if it matches to this bat gem. Boom.
I remember you have that the is it called the Castle of Skeletor?
Ah
You
no,
have that,
that's
right?
Castle Grayskull. Yeah, it's outside.
Yeah,
Castle
yeah,
Grayskull.
Grayskull.
Yeah,
You
Castle
have that,
Grayskull.
right?
Yes, I have. And I did not get
Amazing.
the
Wow.
snake. I didn't get the Snake Mountain because it's so huge and so expensive. And again, I don't have any more space here in my home. So yeah, I have to
So the Castle Grayskull, was it a separate diorama you bought?
yeah, it was released during the Master of the Universe Classics line from Mattel. And I never had Castle Grayskull in during my childhood. That's why I pick it up. It's expensive shipping here from the US to the Philippines, so I spent
Yeah.
around I forgot $100, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Our Lebo's 14 said he doesn't like the
Oh, it's so
cell shading.
shady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
it's
Yeah.
it's an acquired taste.
Right. We have a question here. Let me see. Can you see the question?
Which
Can you?
question? Yeah, I can.
I
I
mean,
can.
okay. I think we have one question here. Phoenix VHS figure. Yeah, from Blake Griggs. He was like asking about the Phoenix figure for the VHS line. Yeah, it's
Uh,
true.
hopefully it will be released.
They need to. They
the
need to
Jean
make that.
Grey. Yeah, right,
Actually,
right. And the
complete the
big hair.
whole X-Men cast. I think they're going to do that.
Let's see if it works out for Hasbro. Yeah, Morphs going to be released soon. Mystique as well. So yeah, let's
Oh,
see.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think Morph is shipping now.
Hmm,
Did you
but I
get
have
him?
to. No, no, not yet. It's not yet available here in the Philippines. But yeah,
I think
it's
in
on.
Philippines you don't have the problem. I mean, you don't really have to pre-order. Yeah, in the Philippines because you get
Um,
some stuff.
yeah. Actually, Toy Kingdom and Toys R Us, the local toys, the retail here, they're already releasing the VHS lines. And aside
Yeah.
from the specialty stores in Green Hills or in Facebook Market, they have some certain pre-orders there. So it's your choice, who to to buy it from.
Yeah. Do you have this figure?
That's He-Man. I don't know He-Man. That's Superman from DC Icons. DC Icons, right?
Yeah.
Or DC Icons.
I'm trying to create his cape. So it's a project, but I haven't
Oh,
started it yet. I haven't started it yet.
wow,
Yeah, let's
wow,
see.
wow, wow.
I got a tip from one of the amazing toy customizers, uh,
Hmm.
and he shared his tip on how to make the cake. But I haven't really done it yet, started it yet.
It's time
So let's
consuming,
see
right? So
if I get
that's why
the
it's holding me back.
inspiration.
Yeah, yeah, it's holding
It
me
is,
back.
but it's really
It's time
nice. I mean,
consuming, so
yeah,
you really have to
yeah, but
spend so
it's
much time. Hmm.
sort of a de-stress distressing
Oh,
activity for me. That's why I
I see.
also try
That's
to,
why.
yeah, yeah,
And that's what I like in Mapex. They have this fabric capes and
yeah,
wires. That's what I like in Mapex. I have it
yeah,
for Batman there and Superman as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. I
Yeah.
would assume I'll try to guess how many figures you have. Um,
Don't have to.
you have more. You have more figures outside, so that's probably 1,000.
I
I
guess
think 2,000 left.
more than yeah.
Really?
They're still
Wow.
they're still on some of the shelves. So what's displayed outside is the ones I really like.
Yeah. Hey, there's one question from our level 14. Do you guys think, I think Hasbro is shipping us
Ah.
off? Do you think they can put out more quality? Okay, you answer it. Just be
um,
careful.
just be careful. I might be bashed. Um,
Just be careful, yeah.
the guys, well, it's part of their business really to to engage or entice people to really buy their stuff. And I think the quality it's improving, especially on the face sculpts, on most of the MCUs that they release. So yeah, I think I can only speak of GI Joe, Marvel Legends, and Transformers. As for I know there's a lot of issues around Star Wars line, so I guess it depends on which teams um focusing on which line. So yeah. Oh, minifigures. I have minifigures
Yeah,
outside.
that's true.
Yeah, I collect minifigures, but I already stopped
I have,
4 years. Yeah.
yeah, I do have the Lego, but more X-Men Legos. And I
Mm-hmm.
also have Minimates, but not much.
Minifigures. I have
Yeah, I have
minifigures there.
Minimates. Yeah. Let me answer our Lebo's question. When I started, when I started buying Marvel Legends, I think they were priced at 1999, and I think they are
Mm-hmm.
now.
Hmm.
24-ish at the
Yeah.
moment. And
Yeah,
are they ripping
because of
us
the
off?
inflation. Yeah, ripping us
Yeah,
off.
are they ripping us off? I don't really think that they are ripping us off in terms of prices,
Hmm.
but I
We, we,
think
we, yeah, we really have to consider the current market right now, especially for the
yeah,
fuel prices. So yeah, it's
yeah.
a give it situation. So yeah.
So I think maybe we are ripped off by Hasbro, maybe in terms of the quality, because they
Hmm.
are fond of reusing body molds and stuff. But
That's for
yeah, it's
Marvel. That's for Marvel Legends.
Marvel
But
Legends. Yeah.
for yeah, but for GI Joe, I think they're
It,
GI Joe classified lines. Specifically, they're
okay.
yeah. I'm not
Okay.
sure if they reuse, but they seldom reuse. Yeah, the, the molds because
Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
So
That's what I like
it
in
really
the
depends.
classified. Yeah, it
It
really
depends on
depends
what
on
one line. Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Those are great minimates. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But the minimates
Mini-mates.
that I have, um, I got it from sale. So it was. I thought I'd just get some, but I'm not really into
Mini-mates.
minimates. But unless it's X-Men, I'm gonna buy that. But I know someone in the US. He's like a minimates collector, and he's got an amazing collection of minimates. Yeah.
So
Okay.
talking of
Yeah.
mini-mates. Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
Anything
no,
else?
no, no.
Anything else you want to say?
I'm just thinking mini-mates. I think I have one, but it's more of their Diana. I think there's a mini-mate.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not sure.
Mini meets Diana, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Arlibo said, I think so to a certain extent because they're
Ah,
constantly releasing the same characters, not putting out new characters that need a new figure, no soft goods.
mhm.
Mm. Yeah, but Hasbro started making use of soft goods. I think I saw it first from Storm, but they do in Star Wars, right? They use soft goods.
What do you mean by soft goods? Soft materials or
Soft good, like the capes are not made out of plastic. It's made of cloth or
ah,
something.
I see. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Star Wars. I've seen some in Star Wars, but not in GI Joe and Marvel Legends. So yeah.
yeah. Some Marvel Legends.
McFarlane, no. McFarlane doesn't have soft goods as well. Oh, there you go. Capes and coats. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Denver. Is there anything you wish McFarlane would do with their toys?
Stop Batman. There's a lot of
It's not
Batman they
Batman.
they've released. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they have so
frustrated to
much.
see. I'm frustrated to see some of Diana's. Well, I'm specific to Diana. Artemis, Wonder Girl. Uh, what else? Yeah, some of those characters in the
The
from the Super Friends, so to speak. So yeah, I'm just
the
wishing McFarlane will focus on that
Super
instead
Friends.
of
Yeah.
Batman. Yeah, instead of Batman. I'm not against
Yeah,
Batman. There's a lot
he's
of
very
Batman.
invested in Batman.
Hmm. Maybe
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
the market, so yeah, we can understand that.
And then what's that again? The line that he made,
The new one,
metal, the metal,
the dark metal, I believe that.
dark metal. Yeah, yeah, dark metal.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a few of it.
Do you have any Spawn action figure?
No, I don't. No, see, Wonder Girl and Donna Troy. Hi, JC. They should
Hey,
release that.
hi,
So see,
Wonder. Yeah,
Donna Troy, the
yeah, Wonder Girl.
Amazons. So Artemis and Hippolyta.
I have a friend. He likes Hawk Girl. Hawk Girl. Yeah.
Hawk Girl. So yep,
Hawk
they
Girl.
should McFarlane release that. I know Constantine is already in out there. by
Yeah, I
McFarlane.
saw it. Yeah, I
Hopefully
saw
they
it.
could release Zatanna as well. If Constantine is already out there, so Zatanna is, I can feel Zatanna is somewhere down the line, and also Black Canary. So
I was talking about Constantine with bearded Kryptonian. I think last
hmm
night. I said to him that I'm waiting for Mayfex to do Constantine. Basically, I
Oh,
thought I wish Mayfex does the
the
Justice
comic.
League Dark. No, the
Oh,
Justice League
Justice
Dark.
League Dark.
Yeah.
I
I
see,
wish
I
they
see.
I wish they do that line because they started
McFarlane's
doing
already
that.
start. McFarlane's already starting the Justice League Dark. They have Swamp Thing. They have Constantine. They have the Demon, or what's his name? Etrigan.
Okay, who is that?
They're the Demon, Etrigan. You don't know
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
him.
okay,
They
okay.
have
You
already
know,
released that.
I don't like the McFarlane Constantine, to be honest. I don't like
Why?
the head sculpt. I mean,
Oh, well.
it's not close to the movie cartoon. So I
Ah,
wish
at least he's
Mayfix
wearing
does this.
his coat, or yeah, McFarlane Constantine. Let me check at it because I never had
Yeah.
Constantine in my figure. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, I can see where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks
No,
so small.
please, Mayfix, do a McFarlane version of yours. Hey,
Well,
Denver.
yeah.
Well, is there anything else that you want to say?
Well, thank you for this opportunity, and so glad that we're doing this live, and the engagement with the folks. So thank you for this one. I'm looking
You
forward
know,
for more.
every time I try to like end our live, people are just starting to send message in. So I appreciate them. I do really do appreciate them.
So you have a
But
market with Mescos, right? So I'm
yeah,
building justice with Mescos. Thank you.
Skeletons Collectibles has something to say. I'm building Justice League Dark with Mescos. And few McFarlane. Good. I
Mesco,
reckon
okay.
Mesco did Constantine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Um, Even Batman. Did they make a Batman? Skeleton Collectibles. What else are
Oh,
what else
oh, this
in
is
the Justice
Constantine.
League Dark? Yeah, that's Constantine.
hmm
Is there any
Okay.
other Skeletons
Let me think
Collectibles?
of.
Is there any other Justice League Dark from Mesco? I don't think so. Constantine Batman. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's Mesco. I am not a fan of that. She looks so plump and.
Okay, so those are all in the Justice League Dark, right?
mm, mm.
Yeah, because I have Doctor Fate, but I don't know if that was from JL Dark. But yeah, thanks for the info, Skeletons.
But I have Doctor Fate from McFarlane from the movies. Oh
Already?
no.
That's for the movie.
Yeah, this is Pierce Brosnan's McFarlane. Yeah,
Yep, I was surprised
Doctor
that they
Fate.
casted Pierce Brosnan. To be
Yeah, let's
honest,
see if he matches with yeah.
yeah. I have the Mesco Dark Doctor Fate, which is I really like it. I really like it.
Okay. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
of the cape or
Um. mm, Uh. I mean, it, because of the soft goods. Because of the
oh,
soft
that's
goods,
why
and also
you like
because of the
the cape.
accessories. The accessories
Okay.
he's got the book. I don't know what he calls the book, but yeah, he has that.
hmm But Momra has
Hey,
soft goods, so that's why. Oh, I remember. Okay, they fell. So Momra
uh,
has the soft good.
our
There you
problem.
go.
Who is that,
Yeah,
Mamra?
it's Momra. Yeah,
Super 7, yeah?
yeah. This is Super 7. Hmm.
He is huge.
He is huge. He's big, very big. And Monster from the Silverhawks. Yeah, this year they're going to release that. There we go.
Do you have any Marvel Legends figure that you can compare the size with for Mama?
I guess this is. Oh crap.
Oh,
So this is okay. So Mama is still big. See,
yeah, he's huge. Look
it's
at that.
really huge. This is Rhino's. Rhino's already big. So let
Yeah,
me just
but you
go.
said that Juggernaut is still bigger than Rhino, right?
Yes, and Juggernaut's outside. Yeah,
Okay.
Juggernaut's still big compared to, and he's
Hi, Beach
heavier.
Boy 0317.
Oh,
He said
hi.
hi. He said
So
hi.
he's a fellow
Uh,
Wonder Woman fan, so he can relate.
oh, really? Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot to
Remember?
bring out my Hot Toys Wonder Woman for you, Denver. I'm sorry. I just
It's
remember
okay.
putting up the poster. I just remember putting up the poster. Yeah.
Diana. So
I'm
yeah,
actually selling my DC icons, but yeah, just to
DC
streamline
icons.
the. Yeah.
Are
Do
you
you
going
have
to
DC
sell it?
icons?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have.
I'm going to.
Wait, the DC icon. That's
Now the
yeah, I
smaller
have it.
ones.
The smaller
Yeah, the
ones.
smaller one. Yeah.
Wait, there's what? There's DC Essentials and DC Direct, right? From
I lost track about it. They have DC films, but I think that's
yeah,
from DC Collectibles. And
DC
then
Collectibles and
hey, Armored Avenger 23, thanks for joining in. It's so funny. I had to really wake up early for this, but yeah,
sorry
it's
about
all
that.
worth it. I'm enjoying it, to be honest.
Yeah, the conversation is really flowing, so yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have friends from the guys who checked in?
I have a few. So Beach Boy is my friend, so yeah, we follow each other, and some of my friends are here. And JC is a very close friend of
Yeah,
mine.
to those friends of Denver, maybe you can ask him a question when
No,
is
no,
he giving
please.
away some of his stuff.
No, please.
Well,
Right.
I have some. I just want to share. I have some toys waiting
Mm-hmm.
for me back in New York City. I'm waiting for my friend to ship it to me
Oh,
or
which toy is that?
give me, some details so I can process the shipment. I'm so excited, but I'm thinking of flying over there to pick them up myself. We'll
When?
see. We'll see.
When are you coming
Well, I'm
there?
supposed to go there July last month and
Yeah.
maybe this month, but he told me don't come because it's too hot. It's too hot in New York City.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, maybe I don't know. Are you going?
Not this year. Perhaps next year. Let's see. Let's see. Next year.
Uh,
Next year is my target.
Next year. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys pre-order the Mayfex Magneto Storm or Nightwing? I did pre-order Storm. Nightwing I didn't because I have. Let me just get it. Okay. I did not pre-order Nightwing, but because I have the DC icons, and I think I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
For
Is it
the
the same
Mayfix
scale?
Magneto,
Is it
I
the same
think
scale
so.
with?
Hold on. I'm going to compare it with maybe Superman. I hope I don't drop my. Okay. Okay, I'll just pick Batman.
Is that what Mayfex? Uh,
Yeah.
Mayfex
So
Batman.
these guys.
Oh,
Let
the
me just.
Hush. Is that the Hush?
Yeah, this is the Hush Batman. Let's see if we can compare. How do they compare in terms of height?
And your
Uh,
Nightwing is from DC Direct,
no, this is icons. These are
DC
the this is the
Icons.
yeah, because it's smaller. Yeah, I know. They came up with
Oh.
yeah. Look at that height.
Ah, okay, yeah. The scales. Okay.
Yeah, the kale is close. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to answer our level 14, I'm not going down Nightwing. And for the Magneto, I have Magneto already. The Age of Apocalypse Magneto. So I'm not getting him.
Mayfex.
But
I
yeah,
see.
for the Mayfair.
Mhm.
Do you like X-Men?
Who, me or
Yeah,
me?
you.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I have the most of the Marvel Legends X-Men, and um, for the Mayfex X-Men, no, because I already have the Marvel Legends, so I can't spend any more
Okay.
on the Mayfex side.
Oh wow. How's Germany looking? Yeah, he blends really good with Mayfix Batman. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a
I
perfect scale.
agree. I agree. That's why I'm not getting the Nightwing. But the Nightwing Mayfix, I know that's going to be an awesome figure.
Mayfex
Ah,
Nightwing.
they do scale very well. You see the height? That's the height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And what else? It's okay so far. Okay. Yeah. Guten Tag. Our level 14. What time
He's
is it?
from
I think
Germany.
Germany is minus 2, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think I've run out of questions to be honest.
Yeah, we've been talking for an hour and it's like
For an
so
hour now,
fast.
yeah. And you know, on my lives, I wanted to just have it within an hour.
Hmm.
You know, but I think we're fine. It's only 12:16 your time,
Yeah,
right?
12:16. Yes,
Lunchtime for you.
yes.
It's lunchtime for you.
Yeah, it's already
So
lunchtime.
yeah, and
6:15
it's
a.m.
hard.
in
It's really
Germany.
hard to end the live because people are still checking in. So yeah. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in and for being with us, talking, listening, and talking about
Geek
toys
stuff.
with me,
Hmm.
Denver.
Thank,
Uh, Ultimately, again, I want to thank Denver for your time. Uh,
thank
I
you. Thank you for organizing. Yeah,
Yeah, I
looking
really
forward for
appreciate your
more.
time. Yeah, because yeah, definitely we'll do it maybe with several
Soon.
guys. I don't know.
Sure.
So guys, those who have just joined in, thank you so much, guys, once again
Thank
for
you.
for for listening. And I hope to
Bye.
see you all again in the in my future lives. Actually, I have another live in 2 hours.
In 2 hours.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we'll check it.
with
We'll
with
check.
yeah, I have another in 2 hours with Top Shelf Toys. So man, I'm gonna
Okay.
see you. I'm
All
gonna
right.
see you. Hey Denver,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Bye bye.
Bye
Keep
bye.
collecting. Amazing,
Sure. You
amazing.
too.
Thank you.
Okay. Keep in
Bye
touch.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye, guys. I'm ending this live. Thank you so much for your participation, for tuning in. Ditora Angel. I'm Brazilian guy. Hola, Ditor Angel. Obrigado for taking time to be in the live. I hope you watch for me later, because I have another live. Um, yeah, I've been to Brazil several times, in Rio de Janeiro. So yeah, I love your country. But guys, thank you so much. Bye bye. See you on the next one.